táywilh, we are unceded. This is my inlet. Our people have been here for 30,000 years, more than that. My name is Zoe, and my government name is Amy George. I'm a táywilh too, and my mom was Squamish. My grandmother was Squamish. My dad's táywilh too. When I was real little, we used to swim in the inlet. It was clean enough. We could paddle way out into the inlet and still see on the bottom. There was mixed double, was fairly new, and there must have been over 30, 40 canoes. And we were about 16th. And we were getting to the turn, and he said, "Stop paddling." And I kept going as hard as I could. He said, "Stop, stop." So I stopped, and he said, "Keep ready." So I put my paddle up. And then he said, "Go now." And he took us right under the bow of the canoe, and we come up third. And I was amazed because we were about 16th, but the big tangle at the turn, we missed it all. And he pointed to his head and he said, "That's where the races won." Yeah, that was my first race.
I'm Zoe George from snəxʷəЛ Nation. My hereditary name is snəxʷəЛ. I was pulling with St. Teresa then. Me and Joey were in that canoe because Jock was our skipper then. I remember that Paddy built it. He built Teresa 2 and Teresa 1. When I first started was Iggy, Dale, Paul, Art, Uncle Joe, my dad, Richard, and Leonard, like Charlie Chaplin, and me, and I can't remember the 11th. We used to use Indian River. It was made out of 2 logs. John L. George. I got to race with him too. He was our skipper. We all had a race to get a good time and see who gets in the 6-man. And I was in the top 6, so back then we had to use 11 all the time. 11 6s and women's 11, women's 6, and doubles and singles. We used to come first in the 6-man. They didn't have buckskin races because I'd never made it on a buckskin cruise, so I was pulled with men all the time. There wasn't much because our last race used to be Lummi all the time. Oh yeah, they had the potlatch. The St. Paul's Church, it used to be just sand area. They used to have the potlatcher and have canoe races. There was about 40 canoes, 11s back then. Cherokee was from Old Island, Nanaimo. Cultus Lake had a canoe. Lady Guadalupe was from the island too. Mount Provo, some Duncan. I think Geronimo was in there too. Can't remember. There was a lot of barges too, because we used to race all the way around the triangle in singles. Because that's all the races I've been to, it's mostly women, a lot of women canoes. But there's still a lot of singles and doubles and small canoes.
My res name is Spin. That's what I grew up with when I was little, and people know me as Uncle Spin. A lot of them do, even my doctors. I'm an elder from táywilh, 77 years old. The Legionis was the canoe that I first trained in, pulled in, and won in. And it was built by Chief Dan George. It was so light that 6 of us could carry it across the mud flats, paddle Kate's Park, paddle back home, carried up to the boathouse, no problem, it was so light. I always just say that canoe pulling was the best sport around. And not only that, but it's the only one around, but it's still in my memories, as deep in my memories as a good disciplined sport to do. Train hard and win. Even if you lost, you're training hard and you're trying. You're always in it. And if you won't mind me saying that the ladies' crew that we have today, they are determined to go farther and farther ahead. Canoe pulling on the Tsleil-Waututh Nation has not really faded out. Could say it almost faded out if it wasn't for Rob. Kept it going all these years, and Gord, and now we have Michelle and her family continuing. And I know there's canoes on the water. If there's a break along the highway in the trees, I can see them. I'll take a glance at them. Or if I go for a walk down Kate's Park and the canoe goes by, we'll stop and listen for the switches and see how fast they're going, counting the strokes they're taking between switches.
Hello, my name is Watsuk. Everybody knows me as Uncle Joey. You won't get anywhere out on the water. But if you want to just go out there to have fun, it's all right too. You don't have to worry about training so hard then, because you just want to go out and have fun, eh? Or if you want to be a winner, you got to put a lot of work, lots of work. When we switched, nobody even knew that we switched. The people on the shore, they couldn't see us switch. That's how good we got. But it took a lot of hard work, a lot of years. And that's what you got to do. If you want to go out there just for the fun, just go out there and ride around, then that's okay. But if you want to become a champion, you really got to work hard at it. Yeah, you got to work as a team. Without, if you're not a team, you're not going to make it. Because we had Auntie Amy, and she'd always keep us in line. You guys got to work as a team, and that's what we did. I really like to see our young people in the canoes, especially the young ones. I watch them out there, and I talk to myself, way to go, you guys, way to go. You guys are doing okay.